like the paint.
I am ready for electrical power up procedure.
Okay, how's that? Can you guys hear me now? No, it doesn't look like my... Oh, you know what's happened? It switched the microphone and the headset around. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. Faintly. Okay, wait. And now, what does that sound like? That should be a hell of a loud. Okay. Right, here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. In fact, let me show you both screens. Okay. I was experimenting in the week, and me and Uncle John were trying to talk to each other. Okay, listen. We're going to balance it now. Okay, we're going to balance it because I believe it's blasting you right now. Okay, I'm pulling it back a little bit. There's a couple of decibels lower. Okay. So me and Uncle John were talking, and what kept on happening is as I'm talking, this stupid microphone properties, this is the Windows sound properties, this thing would creep down and it would go sit down there. Then Uncle John can't hear me. You see, now if you look at what's happened here at the top, you see the gain changes, everything changes, and it all came down to this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try put it in the middle now. Okay, save it. And we're going to pull that one to the top. Okay, now you need to tell me, how do I sound like right now? Is it okay right now? Too quiet. Okay, well, we don't want it at 20, so let's do it halfway then. Okay, how's this? How can you're too slow? You guys need to jump on it because I'm pulling in. All right. And right now, set it at, no, well, it is at 10. I've just set it to 10. Is that perfect? Is this okay? I'm not on Discord, Arkan. Give me a second. We need to sort this out first. We've got a 2-hour flight ahead of us to test, man. Yeah, I know I'm a ghost. All right. Okay. So Unless anybody objects, I'm going to leave it as this. Okay, I'm just going to minimize it and pull the rubbish out of the way. Yeah, because it was so annoying. Every time I start to speak with Uncle John, it would just go to 0 on the mic and he can't hear me. This is good. Okay, thank you. Hakan, no, I can't. I can't right now. Give me a second. I'll get to Discord when I'm ready. Okay, there's a couple of things we need to sort out first. Okay, I want you guys, while you're waiting for me, because, I mean, you can see the bar at the top isn't even set, right? I want you to just quickly look at the show notes below the video. Go look at the change log. Okay, so you guys can familiarize yourself. So my task tonight is to do a test flight, and because it's a test flight, the parameters was either very hot or very cold. So I chose very cold because that was easy to find. So I'm currently at Juneau, and it's bloody cold. And we're going to fly to Anchorage, that's even more colder. Okay, so we want to see the engine performance, and I'm going to zoom in on the screen basically. So this is not an ordinary flight. Okay, it's probably going to be boring, so I won't hold it against you if you come and go and all those things. But we need records. Zibo needs to see what happens. Okay, so Antonio's doing his test flight somewhere, somehow, and then I'm going to do my one here, and then we can sit and talk nonsense in between. Okay, but this is the plan. Okay, we just want to see that it actually works. Okay, so I'm not bothered with all kinds of fancy gimmicks and visuals and stuff. All I want to do is focus on the upper DU to make sure Zibo can see what happens with the engines. Okay, right. Now, having said that, I hope you guys had a good weekend and the first day of the week. Don't worry, guys. It's only the first 5 days after the weekend. That's the worst, and then you can rest again. I'm full of beans right now, and I'm just going to do what I do, and you guys are welcome to tag along, okay? As you can see, it is very cold. I think when I did the planning, it said that the planning, the temperature here was like -3 or something. In fact, we can actually look it up now. See what it says here. Yeah, it's -1. All right, Anchorage is -13 when I checked earlier, so it's going to be even colder. All right, so we're going to obviously have to go through all the stories. Okay, hello, Steel. Right, let me now start from the beginning. Greet everybody. Christer, Aviator, Steve, UVP, Rob, Hakan already there. Nightbot's doing her best to get our attention. Christer, if I haven't mentioned your name, there you are. Okay, if I missed a question, and you really want an answer, just send it to me when it's more peaceful and restful in the cockpit, okay? And then we can answer that again. So I do apologize. I just scanned through all the comments there quickly. I didn't pay attention to questions and things, okay? All right, let's see. Levels, that's on 52. Why am I not hearing anything? It's like the engine side is so quiet, or the sim side is so quiet. I don't know. Look, the engines aren't running. We'll find out when we start them. All right. Let's start somewhere. Right, we have jetway power. So we don't need our GPU. We can do with the ASU for sure. Get the cabin temperature ready. Now, Mr. Hakan, if I come to Discord eventually, remember this is a test flight. Okay. Alright, so that goes there. You can come on. We won't switch you on right now, but we will do it before we even think of pushing back. We can just leave you like that. Waiting for the white. I don't know what's going on with the glare. I noticed it as well. Something's obviously shining at us there. That's an explained thing. There's probably a glass or something there. I don't know. It's that thing. That thing's shining back at us. Probably that. Or it's the actual sun. You know, look at the sun, look at the angle. Looks like it's at a very low angle. Somewhere just eating us from there. I don't know. I didn't make it. I'm just here to enjoy it. Krista, no, it's good enough. It's good enough. And then, like I say, we're going to go down to minus 13 on the other side. So, yeah, it's getting there. It's really cold, man. Right, let me get to the rest of my story here. You guys, yeah, if I need to do another test, Zibo can tell me. Then I'm just not going to do it tonight, but I mean maybe tomorrow night or so we can go find colder temperature or set it up or do something. Right. What did I want to do? I need to go grab my flight. Just firing up my ASORT. Right, we're going to do 360. Let's get this bar sorted at the top as well. And my X-plane's hanging up. If it bombs now, I'm gonna scream. My X-plane's just frozen up. Oh, man. Zibo, I can't watch now. Watch later. Alright. No. Yeah, okay, thanks Zibo. Zibo says he can't join right now, but he'll watch later. It doesn't look as if we're going anywhere at this rate. My screen is all white. You don't see it, but I mean, it's explains useless. It's died. Okay, I'm gonna kill it. Stand by, stand by. Okay. Alright, now we need to kill this stupid thing. There it is. This is the overlay thing. It's called Benny Overlay. Alright, so I need to close that. Otherwise, I cannot open Explain again. It kills Explain on the startup. So just bear with me. Just want to make sure I've got the latest version installed now as well. Just going to overwrite everything, make sure it's really the right one. Krista, I've got very few add-ons here anyway. Huh? Let's give it one more shot. No, I don't run STKP at the moment, eh? You know, with all my AMD problems, Steve, I went off the whole idea of STKP and I never went back. I must actually try and go back at some point in time. No, Jacob, no, Ziba's not working on that at all. He's not working on your problem per se. The changelog is in the notes below the video. So if you click on show more, you can actually see what's been changed. You see, I don't know the details, okay? So you're welcome to go test your flight, okay? See if it works. But I think the LNAV and VNAV stuff that has been changed is more related to the performance. It's related to climb performance and things. It's related to the engines and all this other stuff that was, discussed on the forum. Your stuff was also on the forum, so it might actually be in there. I don't know. I don't have the specific detail. No, it's not. It says non-public. We need to test this thing first. And Ziba is still working on the performance calculator as well in the background with Yeri. So I'm not sure when 32 is going to be released, but this is not for us to say. We just here testing now. Right, so we try again.
Hello Cap. Nice to see you again. Please remember to start your ACARs.
Well, he says he's not here. He says he's not available, so I can't ask him now anyway. Yeah, Rob, that's a, I don't know what to say, a good thing or a bad thing, because you lasted very long. This is my first hiccup with the new version. I must be honest, I haven't had any other hiccups. But I mean, look at the issue I had with sound, and everything just counted against me in the beginning here, so I'm not ready to rage quit yet. We'll try a little bit harder and longer, and then we'll worry about things like that. One of the things I continuously do now before I fly is I check the Skunkcrafter updated and check that my plugins are up to date there. Because if those things are not up to date, it's a more higher risk of it just fading on you in CTD. Alright, so now the question is, did we actually receive our plan? Might as well tell it to do it again. There we go. Right, let's get our little bar going at the top again, because when the engine is dead it won't update. So now the engine's running again on that thing. Right, let's activate the baby. Alright, so one of the things that we did discover, me and Uncle John, and I don't know who else in the test team, is that the fuel didn't work because of a code issue. So Zibo said we must test that as well. So there you go, Zibo, we're testing. Right, we'll wait for it to come and do its thing. Let us continue our side.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Okay, yeah, it's already increasing. Okay. You know what I said earlier, I'm not worried about all the nice to have good looking things, and now I catch myself setting this thing up. I updated this thing and I have to set it back. No, we don't want it to interfere. It's not picking up some brief stuff. That's interesting. Oh well. It's not going to interfere with us. We can just make it anything. I've actually got that. Hold on. Then we can at least have some eye candy for what it's worth. UVP, it's called Benny Overlay. See, Benny Overlay, there you go. Okay, fuel is at 85%, Zibo. It seems to be working nicely. You're welcome. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's 33 on now. 33. Siren. This is a freaking interesting approach. We must check this thing. I haven't flown into Anchorage in years, so this is freaking me out a little bit. Look what it looks like. So we're gonna come down. There's your star. You're gonna hit the VOR. Then you're gonna have to turn around, then come in through here, horseshoe around, and go land. It's gonna be fun.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
See, there's that VOR, and from there on it's like you've got to fly a bit of a horseshoe anyway, so Let's see what happens. We do that. It's probably gonna have some nasty angles. We'll figure it out when we get there. Let's go around. Right. Alright, I'm not going to bother with this today. That's for another test. I'm just going to leave it all kettles going, you know. Skip. Let's do that. Alright, let's see. It's waiting for us. Okay, fuel is 100%. It didn't go over. Everything is fine. So, Ziba, I think that bug can be scratched. That one's sorted. Yeah, that sun. Yeah, it's not that thing. It's actually the sun that's causing the glare, right? Sitting in a very awkward position there. we're sitting waiting, might as well request the wings. Okay. Only one little inscription. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell the actual configurator I'm using a jetway. I see there's steps. They're gonna go and crawl in underneath that thing now. Oops. Yeah, thanks, Steve. You can download the same livery in Discord if you want it. Mine is just personalized, with my registration number, but there is one of these liveries available in VA Liveries Room. You can grab it there. Anyone of you that's in Discord, you can go grab it. It's free and available. Okay, I'm gonna start the APU now. Don't waste time. Hakan George, who made the liveries in the beginning, had a stroke. He almost died. Okay, he's okay-ish now, but it's taken him, I would say, almost 2 years to just kind of recover. I'm still not sure exactly how well he is doing. He says he's okay, but men, we don't usually cry, so I'm not sure if he will ever come back and do it. I'm not sure if that's anything that he's got in his mind to do. Hey, Rodrigo. Good day. Man, they go sit fast, eh? Good day, mate. Oh, Sheila. Oops. Good day, mate. Yeah, let me get out of your way there. You know what? I might as well start setting up the rest. I never even looked at the MCP yet. For later, scrap our information. 265. Not really so much new feature. The last new feature was just the takeoff calculator, but in this instance it's new code and fixes to the old code and things that we need to check engine performance. There we go. All these doors are closed. That guy never closed the hatch. Oh well. We won't need him to empty the loo next time. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. You must talk to me on Discord, eh? Rodrigo. Right, okay, good. So that's done. Let's check doors. Forward entry is still open because they're still loading, of course. So when that's done, Trish can close it and do what she needs to do. We've got the APU ground. And she can come off. Let's go there. Yeah, thank you. It's a gift. It's available if you want it for the Zibo in Discord in the VA liveries room. There's a link so you can download it. It's there to be taken for free. Jacob, are you still there?
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Take care, Rodrigo. Bye-bye.
All right, we've got everyone strapped
I
in.
think Jacob
Listen,
left
if you need
because
anything.
I couldn't answer him. We'll leave you as that. Ah, you're still here. You're still there. Okay, Zibo says that he did quite a bit of work on VNAV, so when it comes out, you need to test it and see if your problem is still there or not. Okay, so he says it's possible that whatever he did in the VNAV code could have fixed your problem.
Ground to cockpit, where do you want us to put you?
That's where we want to go. Yeah.
Ground to cockpit, the tow's driving up now.
Hello, Tommy. I had the CTD earlier, yes. Something killed me, so I had to restart the explain, but it's sorted now. See, and I'm on the latest 32D now, and everybody's happy. Alright, go there. Put this thing on.
Error.
Beep.
I can't recognize you.
Still not.
Check your speech recognition settings.
Still not. I'm gonna cry.
Error. I
Still
can't
not.
recognize you.
I'll have to speak
Check
to
your
you,
speech
Janie, about
recognition
that.
settings.
This is not right.
All doors and hatches are closed. We're connecting now.
Error. I can't recognize you. Check
Yeah.
your speech recognition settings.
Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, so, now my heart is broken. Now it's back to clicking buttons again. I wanted to speak to this lovely girl. Where is this thing? Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Right. Quickly.
Before
Touch
start
connected
procedure
and bypass pins
complete.
inserted. Release the brakes. Okay, push is commencing. Go ahead and start the engines.
Starting number 2 engine. 25N2. Starter cutout. Starting number 1 engine.
Operations complete. Set the brakes. Stand by. We're disconnecting the tow now.
25N2. Ready for before start checklist. Trim up. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Good evening, goeienaand, welkom. Right, that is done. It's done.
Just disconnected and bypass pins removed. Signals on the left. Have a good one.
Before taxi procedure.
Okay, you know what? This is as close as damn it to a swear word, but I'm gonna push it back.
Before taxi procedure complete.
We'll do that.
I am ready for
we're
before
done.
taxi checklist.
We'll do that when we're done later. Right, so procedurally, wing ice, anti-ice, wing and engine anti-ice is now on. Okay, for the taxi. We're going to do the anti-ice thing. I'm just not sure where. I don't see a specific place to do it, so I'm kind of just gonna improvise. But you know what, we might as well do it here, ne? Right, so let's get the checklist up. Right, okay. Assuming that the engines are running, switch wing and engine anti-ice off. Okay, so it helped a little bit for a minute there. APU must be off unless required. Yeah, we see it's off. Flaps is up. Okay, trim is neutral at 5 units. Engine bleed switches comes off now. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. APU bleed is off. Yes. And now we can go and ask for the de-icers.
We have started the de-icing procedure.
There you go. Yeah, cool dude with his shades. Oh, it's nice. Nice. Right, this takes about 3 minutes in total, so... Matt, Level Up has got that. Okay, so I'm not sure if Zibo's got any deal with them that they might share it. I'm not sure at all. But Level Up's got it. You must just enable it in the EFB. Now that Yeri is back with us, he might make it for us. I haven't asked him, so you know, he's busy with the performance takeoff calculator. So once he's done with that, we can always ask him if he'll mind doing that. Because he's made quite a few of the panels and things in here, you know, so he's quite good with that. Alright, so what are you telling me? You're almost done, not done yet. Here we go, looks like it's done now.
De-icing procedure complete.
Right, now we need to wait a minute, so I'm just going to use the chrono there and set it up. Engine bleeds both on. Engine anti-ice on. Wing anti-ice is now off. Alright. Parking brake release, let's go.
Taxi lights on. Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
We know, madam, we know. That is low. Look at that, 2916. That's freaking low. I'm drifting off the taxiway here. Yeah, that is low. Yes, we're gonna keep our focus on the upper DU. So for those of you that joined late, this is a test flight. This is not a scenic flight or an entertainment flight. I need to make sure that Zibo can see what happens during the climb. So we're going to focus on our instruments quite extensively. He also wants to know what happens in the cruise. So it's not your average flight sim stream, guys. This is more a development tester kind of stream than anything else. Peter. Peter, just search for it. It's on my YouTube channel. If it doesn't work for you and you want a better one or a newer one, just contact me on Discord. Give me a suggestion what you would like to see different. But there is one definitely on my YouTube channel already. If you give me a few minutes, let me get in the air. I'll get the link for you. Okay, if you don't want to go search it, but it's definitely there. Then the other thing is, if you read the install guide and you watch the video together, you should pick up on it. It's quite easy. When 32 gets released, I will more than likely update the full Zibo on the explain.do site. Okay?
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
So for anybody that wants the latest full version, everything included, all right, that's a good place to go to, Peter. So if you're not 100% happy with doing the updates yourself, keep an eye on the x-plane.do site. The link is in all my release notes. Okay, so you can go keep an eye on there. If you subscribe to my what do you call it, my page, whatever, there on that thing for the Zibo, every time I update it, you'll get an email, and all you have to do then is download the full thing, drop it over the old Zibo, or remove the old Zibo, put the new one in, however you want to do it, and then you'll have the full thing, and you don't have to update just certain files. So that is an option. Yeah, I'm not saying, Christopher, don't get confused. I'm not saying that 32 will become a full version. What I'm saying is, on the x-plane.do site, that download that the people get there is a full complete version. There is no base plus add-ons. You get everything included. It's the latest version available in a what we would call stable format, so you can get it there. Okay. The calculator isn't released yet. Okay. Ziba and Yeri still needs to finish a lot of work on it. Yeri was telling us the calculations is a nightmare, so he's been working quite considerably on calculations, fixing that. We currently have the one in the Zibo that is here on the tablet. Then we've got this one over here, fly with Lua macros, this one, okay, and then we have a completely standalone unit that does not even require the simulator to be running, that runs completely independently, but it's not compatible with the Zibo. Now that one is much further developed than these ones. They've got more information in it. Okay, just remember the plan is not to compete with Sasha and his VPT. Okay, this is not a payware thing. This is going to be a basic to better than basic thing, you know, that works with the Zibomod. Unfortunately, unless one of you guys put your hands in your pockets, you know, and discover how to make your arms grow a little further and get deep in there, you know, and give some money, these things are bloody expensive. The data is not free. Okay, and so because this is a free project, you guys need to understand that we're going to give you the best we can with no money. Okay, you understand what I'm saying to you? Okay, I mean, it's costing me dollars every month to be in this project the way I'm, you know, busy with it, and it's costing Zibo money. You know, we're not going to spend dollars on, you know, obstacle clearance data or things like that. That's next level. you can get that from Sasha and the VPT. You know, go there if you want it. But this thing will be functional. It will have some very cool and neat features and bloody good calculations. But you must always remember there's a distinct difference between the payware and the freeware. And the bottom line is money. So if you guys want to make your arms grow a little, you know, dig deeper, and you want to start throwing money at the problem, it can go away. But from our side, you're going to get what we can afford. You know, that's just how it is. Right, so anyway, there you go. It will be functional, you will be able to enjoy it, and it's going to be there, and it's going to be awesome for what it is. Okay, let's get out of here. What did I want to do? Let's quickly see this. Come on.
Trim up.
Takeoff. We can do the flaps now. Cheers, Jacob. Yeah. You're right. There's the packs as well now.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
No, now it's a before takeoff procedure, Linda. We changed it a little bit. Before takeoff, that one.
Before takeoff procedure.
There you go.
Before takeoff procedure complete.
How's it going?
Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Right. Flaps is 5. We've got the green light. Everything else should be hunky-dory. Let's just find this runway. There's a line.
Approaching 26.
Pretty snowy, pretty cold, eh? -1 degrees. And apparently at Anchorage it's -13. Yeah, and stretch the wings, Krista.
Runway 26 confirm.
On runway 26.
Right. Something like that. Alright, we're gonna push 70% for 30 seconds approximately.
Stabilized.
We never had a bloody summer this year. It was terrible. I mean, the last couple of days we've been freezing again. It's like winter is early. We had like 2 weeks of sun. It was crazy. Wasn't fun at all. I mean, we don't know Africa like this, I promise you. Here in Africa, you wear sunscreen and hats and all kinds of things in summer. Now, it's like winter. It was like a UK winter, just rain, dreary, yucky. Ugh. Anyway, let's go. Enough of that.
Takeoff thrust set. $80 knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Righto. So I think most of the flight will probably be in this
acceleration
kind of configuration.
altitude. Flaps 1 set.
And flaps up.
Flaps up and set. Flight level 100, landing lights switches off.
Okay, UVP. Go well, man. Thanks for stopping by. Lester, I think there are two kinds of people that will know what it's supposed to be, and it's the real pilots and Zibo. That's why I'm sitting like this, so Zibo can actually see what's happening, because I don't have the specs. I can't tell you what it should be. I can sit here and go, ooh, and oh, yes, that looks great. I don't know, I don't have the books. Zibo's got the books, the real pilots have got the books. They know what exactly to look for. I'm just doing my job.
Approaching transition.
Linda, we have standard seat.
Transition altitude.
Yeah, Parker, when Audiobird left, he kind of left us hanging. We don't really have the key to unlock the F-mod and to do big things. Zibo can mute the sound and maybe add one or two, but the F-mod itself is locked. So one or two guys have come my way and said, if you ever want a new F-mod, you tell me, I'll make you one. And you know, then a year or two goes by and I can't remember who those people are that made the offers. So if we can find somebody, you know, that's willing to work for free, obviously, and that can actually do it, and Zibo finds it, you know, in his interest to do business with this guy on a free basis, you know, then we can change it. But until then, it is what it is, man. We're concentrating way more on the systems and stuff. If you want better sound, fly the level up. You know, they've got better sounds.
1000 to level off.
Okay, now we're almost at the top of climb. Just over an hour left in the flight. In case you were wondering. That is interesting. The fuel calculation gave us less than what we needed, including our reserve. That's interesting. Oh, that's nice, hey, Krister. The screen so that it looks good on the big screen when Zibo looks at it, because I've got a totally different view area than what goes out on YouTube, so that's why I'm messing with that. It's climbing, and the ice was chowing it a bit. Yeah, I'm not used to that, Krister. Into Sims, it's a test flight. That's why we're sitting looking at the instruments like this. Zibo needs to see what the engines does. Hey Marius, yeah, I had my first little crash to desktop now in the beginning of this stream as well. I had to restart, but now it's fine again. I see a lot of people are complaining. Make sure that all your plugins are up to date. Go into your plugins folder and check them one by one. Make sure they're all up to date. That's the biggest tip I can give you. How's it, Dave? Yeah, exactly, Crystal. Beta is a beta. And if you don't want to get issues, don't get into the beta stream. Just don't. Cheerio, Christer. Stay well. Into Sims, I like it. I really do like it. The issues I've picked up thus far is with the design of the airports. It's not the MFCar that's not working. So for me, that's a brilliant, nice to have, must have. Hey? Hello, George. It's like real ops as well. You know, now that I figured it out and I don't allow it to mess with the Zibo loading, you know, I love the visuals. I almost didn't do it this evening because I was in a hurry, and then I just decided, you know what, let's just get it going. You know, it's nice to look out the window every now and then and go outside and see the nice graphics. But MFCar is more functional because it provides a function that is helpful to me, not just eye candy. So I like MFCar a lot. Yeah, George, I restarted Explain after it crashed, then it seems to be better. I lost the audio in my broadcasting software, and then miraculously somehow I just went, I disabled, re-enabled, but the third time it started working. So I don't know what on earth was wrong there, but in my broadcasting software now, it's swapped my microphone and my headset bars around, and you know how confusing it is to me. It's messing with my mind, man. I've grown used to it being the other way around. Now every time I talk I have to look at the bottom instead of the middle. But anyway, it was sorted. Don't know what the whole story was about, but thank goodness it's done. Currently we have -9 degrees in Anchorage. I hope Zibo sees what he needs to see with all of this, eh? Good luck, Zibo. Well, into some of the other guys have also mentioned it, that in the real world the car never goes onto the active runway. It turns away before that. Okay, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a simulation. So yes, exactly, George. As long as it works now. George, Christer, V-Skycheck, yeah, up in the comments. He's one of a whole gang of guys that actually have been working on these airports for years and years and years. The problem is there's just too many. You know, their team can't reach all the airports and all. So the only way to fix it is you're going to have to talk to Christer, and you're going to have to tell him if there are specific airports you need fixing. Then he will obviously, you know, submit it to the laminar batch, you know, and once it's approved, you know, you can get the official thing then from laminar. Otherwise, you're going to have to learn how to use wet and fix them yourself, because that's the only way to fix the thing. It's not the car that's a problem. It's, I mean, there at KBWI, where I was the other day, there's one node missing, so the one taxiway doesn't flow into the other taxiway. On the painting on the ground, it looks like it's flowing, but if you go into wet, you can see the node's missing. It's gone, you know, and then you can't build the route the way you should because there's a gap. You know, it's like getting to a river and there's no bridge. You can't cross over, you know, unless you've got a 4x4 with a snorkel, you know, you can get air to your engine while you're under the water and drive through, but you know, that's a different story. In our instance here, if that node is missing, it's missing, then the MFCar is clever enough to find another route, but then it might not be the route that the ATC wants you to take, you see. So speak to Christer, you'll know. It's the same as somebody asking me in the week how to add failures into the Zibomod. You can't. It's only Zibo that can do it, you know. So you have to go back to the source of the problem, or the developer who makes the thing, and then ask him to do it. No, of course, I understand exactly where you come from. I never saw it as a complaint, but Christer is the right guy to speak to. Yeah, George, in wet, you'll be surprised. In wet, it's not so much about programming, it's more graphical thing. So if you can move your mouse in a straight line and get a line to snap in, it's very therapeutic. In the old days when I used to do it, okay, I found it very therapeutic. You sit there and you just pull a lot of lines and you put the little thing down and you click and drag, and it's the kind of stuff that we're talking about here is very superficial. It's not about building buildings, you know, using some or other tool to make a 3D model. This is literally 2D, flat surface, just drawing one line to touch another line. It makes a little node and you pull the wire further. WED, W-E-D. You get it from laminar. If you search explain WED, W-E-D, it's the world editor. You get it, it's there. You can go and open all the airports and fiddle with them, you know, the way you want. It's actually, if you just have somebody like Christer who can show you again, because I'm out of the loop. I mean, I haven't done this for 10 plus years. But if you can just get somebody to show you how it works, it's easy. And like I say, for me it was very therapeutic at that time. Yeah, it is, hey John. It's way past my bedtime, but I said I'd do the test flight, and here we are. We're getting there. Look, it's 94 miles for top-off descent, so it's not that long. 26. Yeah, about 38 minutes we'll be on the ground. I'm lying. About 36 minutes. I was looking at the wrong clock. About 36 minutes we'll be on the ground. Okay, hope you had a good day. Dan, not me so much. I'm actually sitting here yawning, wanting to go to bed. The reason I'm watching the instruments like this is for the engines. Zibo wanted to see the performance. So there's no point in just showing the engines without the primary flight display and the ND. So, I mean, and there's your FMC to give positioning and stuff. So that's why I'm sitting looking like this, you know, so you can review it later. Yeah, George, that's happened to me twice as well, twice before. I didn't realize it could still happen. Yeah, because the last time me and Zibo, we were actually puzzled, and he gave me new code to test, and I tested it for him, and we were happy and it worked. You know, the Bravo just never gave the issue again after those two incidents. Dan, the issue is very simple. The real pilots and the real engineers and Zibo, they've got all the books. They know the figures they need to match. You know, Twixter and so on included there. They know what they're looking for. I don't have the books. I don't have any manuals and stuff that can tell me at this point because of X, Y, Z, A, B, C must be relevant. You know, I don't know. I'm not that guy. You know, so I do the test flying. I'm just the guy sitting here doing it. But then when it gets reviewed, you know, Zibo's a clever guy, man. Zibo is more clever than any of the pilots I know because he knows the systems. You know, pilots are focused on doing piloting things, but Zibo, I mean, he needs to know way more than they do to be able to build this thing. George, anything is possible, you know. I want to gossip. I hope Uncle John forgives me. Uncle John spent 2 days hunting the refueling bug, and then Zibo yesterday comes and says that it's a bug. So me and Uncle John just laughed because eventually Uncle John pulled me in and we were ripping this thing apart and we were reinstalling and we were doing all kinds of things. So eventually I said to Uncle John, you know what, just use the tablet, do it manually, forget about airside services or any other way of loading this thing, you know, just put in the juice there. And it worked. It was so funny. It was so funny. Uncle John ended up reinstalling his X-plane. It was funny. Shame. And then it turned out it was a code bug. Yeah, you just watch it. Listen, I'm gonna start prepping, Zibo. I'm gonna come back to this view soon, but I need to quickly start setting up my descent and everything here, otherwise we're not gonna make it. We'll go as far as the fuel goes and then we'll go to sleep. We don't want that right now. Yes, I remember in the old days, there was a day, me and Frikkie and, what is the other guy's name? We were flying the
Ready for descent procedure.
the 210, and I said to Frikkie, you know what, you like this autopilot, let's switch the autopilot on. He said to me, no, I'm not switching that thing on. If we fall asleep right now, we end up in the Indian Ocean. It was such a short conversation, but it made such a huge impact on me, you know. We don't switch that thing on in the little 210. If we fall asleep, we end up in the Indian Ocean. We were flying from Pretoria to Secunda. So I think if you just go straight, you're probably going to end up somewhere near Natal, off the coast, in the water. Okay, into Sims Stereo. Yeah, I need to concentrate. It's getting late, so now my focus and concentration isn't what it's supposed to be. What? To 933? Very low. What is that? It is now -9. That's fine. Frequencies, is there a VOR in we can track cases in the 125. Mike was the other pilot's name. Right, frequencies, minimus is the next.
Approach top of descent.
Yeah, some bit of compensation. Right, here we go. I've only used it tonight now since updating. I still haven't tried to see if it's fixed the problem with the loading of the Zibomod, and I actually want to say I don't think it's been fixed. I don't know. So don't hold me to it. But yeah, we'll have to test it more and then get back to you. Just haven't had the time to really test it. Issue with that calculation, Zibo, I'm convinced, because look how far we off the path. That does not just happen like that. There was a problem with that calculation. Somewhere there's a problem. That's a hell of a leap down all of a sudden. It's like somebody pulling the rug from out under your feet when you land on your backside. That's why we're also shuddering like this, as Experialist makes a good job of it. Cheerio, Tommy, sleep well. Calculation error somewhere here in VNAV, because it literally jumped by 7,000 foot in an instant off the top of DC. Okay. I've also noticed the cruise there. trying to think what happened the other day. And someone said to me, no, but it only changes later or something. No, I can't remember. Let's see when it changes. Right, then I can just query that. So
Approaching
give me a second,
transition.
I'll be back now.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Yeah, I can only close it when I'm here. I said I had to quickly step away, so I'm back now.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
No, there wasn't enough time to go get coffee. No, I just had to go to the big boys' room quickly before I landed. Yeah, we'll check outside just now. Let's quickly have a look. It's cold. They said minus 13, and then I think the latest update, the latest meter said it's minus 9. So hopefully when we get closer and lower. Let's just quickly see here. 340 at 18, gusting 28. Oh my soul. Yeah. The winds is a bit much. We've got 10 statute miles visibility. It says it's clear. Yeah, the remark is about the wind here. Wind is a problem. Depends. It doesn't say anything about icing or something like that, but at -9 the slightest little bit of moisture is gonna cause icing, you know. I mean, look there. So if we can get below the clouds, we'll have a better idea. But I mean, where are I? You see, and look at this now, right? So Zibo, look at this. Now we are 8,000 below. So somewhere, probably this Juliet Oscar Hotel, somewhere there, there's a calculation issue here with VNAV. Or this is just a very terrible route, you know, but that doesn't look right. I mean, we're now at the standard 1,000 foot per minute until we intercept again this VNAV path again. Hasn't degraded our performance yet. Usually when the speed is the first indicator, you see that thing just drops. You know, you're in trouble. We haven't gone that far yet. I'm telling you, I told him the other day when we were chatting, he's my hero.
Radio altimeter.
Terrain. Pull up. Terrain, pull up. Terrain, pull up.
It's all the day. Because I mean, we're definitely not in the right spot in terms of VNAV. So before we kiss the ground, ooh, look at that, the brain. Ah, you thought like a master just in time. Look at that. We almost bragged into the mountains, guys. The only positive thing about that is we are traveling so fast it would be instant. We won't even know what hit us. Can you imagine we all rock up there by the pearly gates all together? What happened? Oh no, we hit a granite cloud. Oops. Woof.
Altimeter.
No shame.
Terrain.
She's sitting there.
Terrain.
She's sitting there just looking pretty, poor girl. Yes, but look at that. Look how close we got, man. Yeah, George, yeah, definitely. Wow.
Radio altimeter.
Let's check how that thing drops.
Terrain. Pull up.
I hope there aren't any mountains higher than 5,800 foot. guys, then all I can say is was nice knowing you. I mean, it's a mistake, pilot error, you know. Blame the pilot.
Radio altimeter.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
It is icy, yes.
Radio
Terrain.
altimeter.
Terrain. Pull up.
Yeah, look at that.
Up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
I forgot I had the map here. Come on, internet. There are a couple of hills still to go, eh? Ah.
Thousand to level off.
We're there already. Okay, well, I just wanted to go back to 6,000. Just give us a little bit of margin, eh?
Terrain. Terrain.
Radio
Pull
altimeter.
up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Oh, George, don't you want to do me a favor, man? Here in the galley is a whole bag full of bath bags, you know, bags
Radio
for air
altimeter.
sickness. Don't you just want to hand it out to the guys, please?
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Yes, I tell you, you're not alone. Eh? Yes, I don't want to hit one of those granite clouds, man. I'm telling you. We're almost over it. I've just watched here, the highest point is 4,285 foot. And it's just to our left right now. Somewhere there. So we made it. We made it.
Radio altimeter.
Oh, there's sun. There's sun. Yeah, I don't think they'll take that. I think they'll skip that. You know, George, I'm just thinking out loud. Imagine we could merchandise a flight like this. You get a T-shirt, you put Skymatix and Zibomod logo on there, and then you put a little note on there that says, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. You know, that's a nice souvenir, I think. But we'll make them pay for that one. The bath bags they can have for free. Yeah. You know, the story about the oil is a very interesting story, but I don't feel comfortable talking about it on a live stream, especially not on YouTube, because they don't like people giving away the game. But I can tell you one thing from what I've seen. I think anybody that says the petrol price or the fuel price is going up is in for a money grab, because I don't see any blockages. I don't see anybody hindering anything, you know, and everybody's now going on this bandwagon. Oh, it's been blocked, it's been stopped. I don't see it. The oil's still flowing, tankers are still going, you know, but that's about all I'm willing to say on a live stream. Right, we're getting closer.
Radio altimeter.
Let me give you a hint. What I see what the guys are doing. Some of you will know what this thing is. Right, some of you will know what that thing means. If you do this,
TARA mode set.
Shut up, leave it. If you go and put that thing off, you become invisible. You know, think about it. Anyway, let's focus on our landing here. Yeah, we're getting closer. We can actually
1000 to level off.
use our EN facilities we've got here.
Ready for landing checklist. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Right, happiness is, here we see the runway in front of us. I like this approach. This was a funky approach. This was really nice. Flying that horseshoe. Really cool. Okay, speed brake is now armed, auto brake is set, flaps 30, gear down, 3 greens. If you see
1000.
anything else wrong, let me know
That's
now.
green stabilized once you break down the suit set.
Pieces, whatever comes first.
Approaching 3-3.
I forgot that I'm in control of that throttle for a second.
500. Cleared to land runway 33.
400, 500. Approaching decision height. 300.
Minimum.
Minimums.
There you go, George.
200.
Thanks for organizing. I knew you'd catch the hint there. Yes, this wind is a bit of a
100.
17 knots, almost on the nose here.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, that was sweet.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked.
Wow.
Auto brake in use.
That was not.
Feet.
60 knots.
My man, you got it. You got it.
Yet. Great landing. You are professional.
Thank you, Linda. I must say that is almost effortless. It is really just nice. Yeah, I tell you what Victor and Zibo did on this last flight model update is just, it's unbelievable, man. This was so cool. Okay, so I'll send him a little note about that VNAV calculation. I think there is a problem there. But he knows best, he'll figure it out. Okay, where's our widget? Forgot I can't speak to her. Procedure.
After landing procedure.
Thank you, George. Yeah, sorry guys, you were staring at the screens and all, but I did warn you twice before we went anyway. That's unfortunately how testing works, you know, and I figured there's so many of you that like watching the testing
After
stuff.
landing procedure complete.
I might as well show you, why not? Otherwise I would have been sitting here bored out of my skull the whole evening doing exactly the same thing. So if you don't mind, I'll just stream it. What's this thing? Come on, grab it. Right, lights, camera, action. Yeah, good.
Flaps up and set.
You know what guys, it's late. I'm just gonna pull right in front here in the middle of nowhere and just knock off. Okay, so you guys also do your thing. Great stuff, George. Yeah, no, if it's up to me, I mean, I'll just go keep on going. I'm just glad some of you guys like watching it. There seems to be a parking here. It's mine. I'll make a parking here. Oh, there's a parking. Looks like it. Don't worry guys, we'll get the buses to come and fetch you, you know. Get one of these big buses or two of them. Be at the terminal in no time. Thanks Steve, thanks for popping around. Stop. Ah, okay, I hope he didn't die. Okay, parking brake is set. And then I can do her thing. You're gonna do your thing. Yeah, there you go. Right. Not that one. Okay, I think I figured it out. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for keeping me company. I'm gonna go to do now, so you guys have fun, eh? Bye bye.